Open your owner's manual, find the transmission section. Does it say lifetime fluid or no change required? If yes, you are looking at the most expensive lie in the automotive industry. This single sentence is designed to fail your car the moment your warranty expires, leaving you with a $6,000 repair bill. What does lifetime actually mean? You assume it means the life of the car 20 years or 300,000 miles. You are wrong. To a manufacturer, lifetime simply means the life of the warranty. Once you hit 60,000 or 100,000 miles, in their eyes, the car's life is over. They don't care if it breaks the next day. Let's talk physics. An automatic transmission is a torture chamber. Inside, hundreds of steel gears grind together, clutch packs engage with immense pressure, and torque converters spin at thousands of RPM. This creates massive friction and heat. No fluid on Earth is magic. No liquid can survive this thermal abuse forever. Transmission fluid is complex. It contains detergents, anti-foaming agents, and friction modifiers. Over time, heat destroys these chemical bonds. The fluid shears down. It loses viscosity. It turns from a protective lubricant into a thin, watery acid that can no longer protect your gears from eating themselves. Notice something missing under your hood. Modern cars, Toyotas, BMWs, Fords have removed the transmission dipstick. They claim it prevents owners from adding the wrong fluid. The truth, it prevents you from seeing the condition of the fluid. Out of sight, out of mind, until the transmission blows up. Manufacturers have a technical excuse for hiding the dipstick. Thermal expansion. Motor and transmission fluid expands significantly when hot. A precise level is critical. They claim customers would overfill the system and cause the fluid to foam. While true, deleting the check tool doesn't fix the problem. It just hides the degrading fluid from the owner until the transmission destroys itself. New transmission fluid is bright red, translucent, and smells sweet. It cleans and lubricates fluid at 100,000 miles. It is jet black, opaque, and smells like burnt toast. If you wouldn't run engine oil for 50,000 miles, why would you let this burnt sludge stay in your delicate transmission for a decade? As clutch packs wear down, they shed material. As gears mesh, they release microscopic metal shaving. In a healthy system, these are trapped by the filter, but in a sealed system, this debris circulates. The fluid becomes liquid sandpaper, slowly grinding away your valve body and so annoyed from the inside out. Why do manufacturers lie? It's called planned obsolescence. They are in a war for low cost of ownership. By deleting maintenance items from the schedule, the car appears cheaper to maintain on paper compared to competitors. They are trading your long-term utility for their short-term marketing stats. Car makers cater to the first owner. Most new cars in America are leased for 3 years. For the first 30,000 miles, the fluid is fine. The problems don't start until the second or third owner. They calculate that by the time the transmission fails, you will be forced to buy a new car. Here is the smoking gun. BMW says their fluid is lifetime, but BMW doesn't make the transmission. ZF does. If you download the official service document from ZF, the actual engineers who built the gearbox, they explicitly state, change fluid every 50,000 to 75,000 miles. Who do you trust? The engineer or the salesman? Even Toyota is guilty. Their WS or world standard fluid is notorious for breaking down early. Mechanics have drained lifetime Toyota fluid at 60,000 miles that looked like crude oil. The legendary Toyota reliability relies on maintenance. If you follow the lifetime myth, even the Camry will die prematurely. How do you know it's happening? At first, it's subtle. A delay when shifting from park to drive, a slight shudder at highway speeds, a hesitation when you step on the gas. These aren't quirks. These are your transmission clutches slipping because the fluid has lost its friction properties. Dealers will tell you the unit is sealed and cannot be serviced. This is false. Every transmission has a drain plug and a fill port. They are just harder to read. They require specific temperatures and procedures to fill. It's not impossible. It's just inconvenient for the dealership's quick lube business model. A warning, if you decide to change it, never do a power flush. Forcing high pressure fluid through an old transmission can dislodge sludge and clog the tiny passages in the valve body, killing the transmission instantly. You want to drain and fill. Gently replace the old fluid. Gravity is your friend. Changing the fluid is only half the battle. Inside the pan, there is a filter. Just like an oil filter, it gets clogged with debris. A lifetime filter is a myth. If the filter gets blocked, fluid pressure drops. Low pressure means the clutches can't hold, and your transmission begins to slip and burn. If you have a CVT continuously variable transmission like in a Nissan or Honda, this is even more critical. CVTs rely entirely on fluid friction to move the car. Lifetime fluid in a CVT is a death sentence. These units generate massive heat and need fresh fluid every 30,000 miles, period. Dual clutch transmissions in Fords or VWS are incredibly complex automated manuals. They require precise fluid hydraulics to operate the shift forks. Dirty fluid causes the notorious jerky shifts and hesitation these cars are known for. Fresh fluid keeps them smooth and snappy. The lifetime lie doesn't stop at the transmission. If you own an all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive car, your differentials and transfer case are also filled with lifetime gear oil. These heavy gears shear the oil just as badly. Ignoring these fluids leads to whining differentials and blown bearings. The protocol is the same. Ignore the manual and change them every 60,000 miles. Let's do the the math. A transmission fluid service at an independent shop costs maybe $200, $300. A remanufactured transmission installation, that starts at $4,000 and goes up to $8,000 for luxury cars. Changing your fluid is the cheapest insurance policy you can buy. Can you do it yourself? On older cars? Yes. On modern sealed units, you need a scan tool to monitor fluid temperature, as fluid expands with heat. If the level is wrong, you damage the unit. It's a precision job, but any competent independent mechanic can do it. You don't need the dealer. There is one final step most people miss: the TCU adaptations. Your car's computer learns to shift based on the viscosity of the old, thick fluid. When you add fresh, thin fluid, the computer might still shift aggressively, causing flaring or hard shifts. You often need a professional scanner to reset the transmission's memory so it can relearn how to shift smoothly with the new oil. So, what is the protocol? Ignore the manual. Adopt the severe service schedule. Change your transmission fluid every 60,000 miles, 100,000 kilometers. If you tow or drive in the city, do it every 40,000 miles. This simple habit is the secret to hitting 300,000 miles on the original powertrain. Documentation is king. When you go to sell your car, showing receipts for transmission fluid changes proves you are an educated owner who cared for the machine. It sets your car apart from the thousands of neglected lease returns on the market. It adds real value. Don't let a marketing term kill your car. Manufacturers sell cars. Maintenance keeps them alive. Take control of your maintenance. Change the lifetime fluid. If you found this truth valuable, hit subscribe and share this with a friend who believes the manual. I'm AutoSight-G. Drive smart. Listen up. This is a zero fluff, high-density briefing on the most expensive lie in the car industry. I've distilled years of forensic data into 5 critical points to secure your wallet and your ride. Does your manual say lifetime fluid? That's a $6,000 financial trap. To a manufacturer, lifetime only means until the warranty expires. After that, they want your transmission to fail, so you'll buy a new car. Pay attention. What you don't know will cost you thousands. Let's talk physics. Your transmission is a torture chamber. Over time, heat destroys chemical bond, turning protective oil into a thin, watery acid. Manufacturers remove the dipstick not to help you, but to hide this black, burnt sludge from your sight. It's called planned obsolescence. They trade your long-term salability for their short-term low cost of ownership marketing stats. Out of sight, out of mind until your transmission blows up on the highway. Here is the smoking gun. BMW says their fluid is lifetime, but ZF the engineers, who actually build the gearboxes, demand a change every 60,000 miles. Who do you trust, the salesman or the engineer? Without service, your fluid becomes liquid sandpaper. Microscopic metal shavings circulate, grinding away your valve body from the inside out. The dealership stays silent because a total transmission failure is a guaranteed sale. The evidence is clear. The manual is lying. If you act, do it with technical precision. Never allow a power flush. High pressure can dislodge debris and kill an old unit instantly. You need a drain and fill. Also, your car's computer learns to shift based on old, thick oil. When you add fresh fluid, you must reset the TCU adaptations so the computer can relearn the new viscosity. It's a precision job, but it's the cheapest insurance policy you can buy. Ignore this, and you're just gambling with your powertrain. The AutoSight-G protocol is your roadmap to 300,000 miles. Ignore the manual and follow the 60,000 mile rule. For CVTs or heavy towing, drop that to 40,000. A $300 service today prevents an $8,000 nightmare tomorrow. Plus, receipts for fluid changes skyrocket your resale value. It proves you're an elite owner, not a negligent Lisa. Don't let marketing kill your machine. Take control, change the fluid, and drive smart. Subscribe for more unfiltered automotive truth. I'm AutoSight-G.